everyone, it's Charlton. All right, so this officer was shot around 1 in the morning, Thursday. This is in St. Louis, and initially it was said that it was an accidental shooting, that they were mishandling firearms, and that it accidentally discharged and shot and struck her right in the chest and killed her. But now on Friday, they actually did. They are pressing forward with charges against another officer there with manslaughter, first-degree manslaughter, and armed criminal action against the officer here, Nathaniel Hendren. Okay, there was 3 officers involved, and she was off duty. This is obviously, like I just said, at 1 in the morning Thursday, and she had gone to his house. And there was another officer there as well. And he and the other officer were actually supposed to be on duty and supposed to be on patrol in a different location. Why she went to that house is unknown to me. And let me get right to the point. The explanation that's given in the probable cause affidavit, which I don't have here, but there's portions of it that are quoted in the St. Louis Fox 2 story from Friday, from the charges that were announced, to me, it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't. And I have a very hard time believing the version of what's now being presented, even though it's a correction of the fact that she was, that it was an accidental shooting. So they were at his house, him and another officer that were supposed to both on duty. Let me just give you the short version. They were messing around with firearms. There were firearms out at his house. He picks up a revolver and empties the chamber completely, then puts one bullet back into it, just like a game of Russian Roulette. I don't know if I even mentioned that. They were playing some strange version of Russian Roulette. Why is beyond me. I mean, normally when people do that, it's for crazy reasons or because they're gambling, like in the movie Deer Hunter and stuff like that, but I don't think that that's the case here. It's just extremely strange. So he empties the chamber completely, puts one bullet in there, and he points the gun away, not towards her, away, and fires. And then gives her the revolver. And according to the story, she points the gun at him and then fires, and it doesn't go off. And then he takes the gun from her and then points it at her and fires, and it does go off and strikes her immediately in the chest, and that bullet would ultimately kill her. I believe I have that. That's how it went down. That's how it's being described in the probable cause. This is the officer there that was killed. She's a 2-year veteran. So let's just take a look at what it says. It was shortly before 1 a.m. Thursday when Alex, who was off duty, met Hendren and his partner, who were both on duty and supposed to be patrolling in a different neighborhood, investigators said. The trio met up at Hendren's home on the 700 block of Dover Street in Carondelet neighborhood, according to the police. Hendren pulled out a revolver, which was not his service weapon, and emptied the cylinder of rounds before replacing a single bullet in the weapon. That's the probable cause warrant. Hendren spun the cylinder and pointed it away and pulled the trigger, Hellmeyer wrote. This is in the probable cause affidavit. When the gun did not fire on the first trigger pull, Alex took the weapon, pointed it at Hendren, and pulled the trigger. Nothing happened, the affidavit states. Investigators say that Hendren took the gun, pointed at Alex, and pulled the trigger for a third time. The gun discharged, striking the female officer in the chest. The affidavit says that Hendren's partner, a 29-year-old male, claims that he protested that they shouldn't be playing with guns and that they were police officers. The partner claimed that he was walking out of the room when he heard the gun go off. After Alex was shot, the 2 male officers sent a message over police radio at 12:56 a.m. that officer needed assistance and rushed her to an area hospital where she was pronounced dead. Outside the hospital, surrounded by crime scene tape, a police SUV with the shattered window was seen early Thursday. According to reports, Hendren's headbutted the back window of the vehicle after arriving at the hospital, breaking out the window. Initially, the shooting was being investigated as accidental, St. Louis Metro Police Chief John Hayden said at a press conference soon after Alex died. In a statement on Friday, Circuit Attorney Kimberly Gardner said that she would hold people accountable who violate Missouri law, regardless of their profession, public status, or station in life. Hendren had been on the police force for about a year. He is charged with felony counts of first-degree involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action and faces 3 to 10 years in prison if convicted. In a statement, the St. Louis Police Officers Association said that Alex was also a military veteran. It's very strange. It really is, and I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how this develops. That's the home. Police tape remains at the scene of the shooting in St. Louis on Thursday. Authorities say the St. Louis police officer was accidentally shot and killed another officer at the home. All right, well, you know, that is the story there, man. It's highly unusual. It's obviously a shame. She has a husband. That's it, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.